So in 2008, I started Racingwatch. Basically, back then it was a very simple 1300 service, operated Wednesdays, Saturdays. You could call in, I think you could get the day's tips plus quaddie numbers, and that was it. Very basic service. That was the norm for racing information services at the time. And fast forward 13 years, things are certainly very different. I like to think that the product has certainly improved and you get a lot more information for your money now. You get daily information, reviews, previews, pricing for Saturdays. But I think the most important change or update to the website is the community aspect. And that's done through the chat room, the community chat room, where you can come interact with me, so you can ask me questions, anything you may want to know about, the day's races, doing form, anything that floats your boat. And you also have the ability to interact with other like-minded people, other subscribers. Over the years, it's only strengthened. There's a really good core group of people in there now who are not only willing to share their information and thoughts, but answer any questions amongst each other and grow as a community, which is really the strength of Racingwatch now. And I think that's the value that you can't get anywhere else. So historically, you can expect around 20 bets a week, and they can come Monday through Sunday. All days are covered. Just depends on what meetings are around and how bets fall, obviously. Any early information is provided by email, Telegram service to your phone, and also through the community chat room. Any late things, so anything that comes sort of 10 minutes or closer to a race, will come via the Telegram app and the community chat only. Simply just don't have time to get it out through email as well. You also obviously get more comprehensive coverage on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so you'll get pricing for the Saturday meeting in Sydney and decent previews for most of the races there too. If I get time, I'll do a video preview. It's just simply time constraints. There's just so many meetings and so much to do. If I get a chance, I'll throw one of those together. A Metropolitan review a few days after the meeting, and also I try and get out once a week a trial review of not of every trial that's gone around, but things that I think were worth pointing out, and also other meetings, like the country and provincial meetings that haven't been covered in detail. If there's anything there I think worth passing on, I'll throw it in a sort of more of a weekly roundup. The other important thing is the community chat. Talking about it a lot, but if you're not accessing this information, you're not using the subscription to anywhere near its full potential. Access to myself, access to a community of people that are willing to share information and their thoughts as well on a range of topics. So if you're not in there, you're not gaining the full experience of Racingwatch. Completely up to you. A lot of people don't have time. That's fine. But if you're not in there, if you do have the time and you're not in there and at least have a look around, you're not getting the full value of the service. So the topic of results scares me unlike any other part of this industry. And the reason for that is client expectation, especially new clients. If they don't know the service well, you provide them with an extended period of historical data, and they expect results from day one, from bet one, from race one. They expect to win every day, week, month, and that's simply not possible. The reason for that is variables in this industry. It doesn't matter how much time and effort you put into a race. You number one, you're betting off opinion, so you may be wrong regardless. But as soon as the gates open, those variables kick in, and you're open to so many factors that no one can control. So no one can win every race, no one can win every day, no one can win every month. But all you can do is control your process and trust that that process is what has led to those historical results, especially if they're over an extended period of time, and that over a long period, all anybody can do is promise or guarantee that that process will be followed, and any information that is produced has followed that process meticulously. And I can guarantee that any information I provide, I am happy to use personally. So I'm happy to invest my own money, or whatever you want to call it, on the information I've produced, and that's all I can do, and that's all anyone can do. So anyone that promises more than that, in my opinion, is providing false information. Regardless, so 2008 to 2016, actual results we're talking now, I didn't provide staking or suggested pricing. Simply, there wasn't a lot available when I first started, and I wasn't that keen on tracking, units and things, but everyone wants that. So in 2016, we started a confidence level, so between 0.25 and 6 units. 6 units is the maximum outlay on any one race, and suggested pricing, which is readily available among the corporates at the time of sending the information out, is the best way to record it. Obviously, sometimes we go top fluctuation, best of the best, whatever we think is the best option for the client, and straight off the staking. So between 2016 and now, there's been about 4,000 bets, 10,000 units of turnover approximately. So 4,000 bets at the average of 2.5 units per bet, approximately 2,300 units in profit at around 22% on turnover. So again, that's just historical figures. What it provides is a look at how many bets you're probably likely to get, and hopefully over a long extended period of time, the return. But again, that's simply a guide, because no one can see into the future, and no one can control these variables that are in racing. So that's the results. Take them or leave them. If anyone wants any more information, including individual bets over the period of time, or summaries or whatever, info@racingwatch.com.au. Again, I just don't like really putting them up on the website, because it leads to more trouble than it's worth. I really do think there's something for everyone now within the Racing Watch service. If you're a time poor punter and you just want tips delivered to your phone and email, that's certainly catered for. If you're somebody who bets on Wednesdays, Saturdays only, and you just want some pricing and reviews, a bit more of a comprehensive service for those days only, that's covered. But if you're somebody who really wants to improve your own skills, I don't think there's a better service out there for you. And the reason for that is number one, the community chat sort of set up where you've got access to myself, but you've also got access to all the members as well, who are too happy to share their knowledge and information, and we sort of all grow as a group. And I've learned a lot from the members themselves, and I think everyone else gets a lot of benefit from it. Even if you just sit in there and view it, you don't have to participate. You don't have to be in there all the time. It's completely up to you and how much time you've got. Also, the previews and reviews that I do are designed to sort of give you an insight into the way I do things. That doesn't mean it's the right way. It can help you see how other people do things, which may jog you to either improve your own or add some sort of level of something to the way you do things. And that's all I can do. I'm not trying to present the way I do things as the perfect way. Certainly not. Many ways to skin a cat. But if it helps to improve the way you do things in any way, shape or form, that's what it's aimed at. It also keeps me honest and makes sure that I tick all the boxes I can to provide the best level of information I can. So there's a lot of reasons for the way everything's done, and it's taken a long time to get to this position. But I do think, even so, if you're a once a week punter, if you're a time poor punter that just loves having a bet and loves having something to follow, no problem. But if you want to go down the rabbit hole and end up in the chat room and talking with myself and all the other lunatics in there, there's no limit to how much you can get from this service. And even if it's just to have a little bit of banter with like-minded people, that's fine too. And as I said, you don't even have to participate, you can just watch. But I do think there's something for everyone.